Hey everybody, Invisible Katana here, playing Back to the Future, the game. I've waited forever to finally get my hands on this. Today is actually the 30th anniversary of the first Back to the Future game, so it was the perfect time to celebrate. I was able to get this on Steam. It finally went on sale during a Steam sale, so I was able to get it fairly cheap and got all the episodes. I'm just really excited to get into this. Of course, I'm wearing my Back to the Future hat.
All right, I'm ready.
Just to celebrate.
Good evening. I'm Dr. Emmett Brown.
I'd love to
I'm
finish
standing on the
this.
parking lot at Twin Pines Mall. It's Saturday morning, October 26, 1985, 1:18 a.m. And this is temporal experiment number 1. Come on, Einie. Hey, boy, get in there. That a boy.
The animation on Einstein
Get down.
in this makes me think
Get
of
your
like
seatbelt
the
on.
Jetsons or
That's
something, like
it.
the Flintstones animation style. Just how
Okay.
they did the
Please note that Einstein's clock
characters.
is in precise synchronization with my control watch. Got it?
Right, check, Doc.
Good. Have a good trip, Einstein. Watch your head.
Okay, what I was about to say is that I would love to be able to film this episode and put it up today, and hopefully
that
I
thing
will.
hooked
I
up to
might
the
have to
car?
figure some stuff out with
Watch
work and
this.
everything, because I'm at
Yeah,
work
okay.
actually now.
Got it.
I hope I can finish this episode and then I'll just go and work on it and upload it
Not me. The car. The car.
as like this celebration, at least on the day. Like even if it's just I do this one episode, which I most likely will, I'll probably film just this episode and then just go work on it and stuff. That
My
way
calculations are
I can
correct.
have an episode
When this
uploaded.
baby hits 88 miles per hour, you're gonna see some serious shit.
That way I can have it uploaded on the 30th anniversary date, which I would love to do.
Watch this, watch this.
Now, I could do all the different, whoops, I forgot that was even like that. Now see, I could do all the different lines out of the
Temporal
film.
displacement occurred at
but-
exactly 1:20 a.m. and 0 seconds.
Instead, I'm going to do all the alternate lines, because I know what the lines are in the film.
Doc, what the heck was that?
Calm down, Marty. I didn't disintegrate anything. The molecular structure of both Einstein and the car are completely intact.
Where the hell are they?
The appropriate question is, when the hell are they? You see, Einstein has just become the world's first time traveler. I sent him into the future. 1 minute into the future, to be exact. And at precisely 1:21 a.m. and 0 seconds, we shall catch up with him and the time machine.
Wait a minute, Doc. What are you talking about? A time machine?
The way I see it, if you're gonna build a time machine into a car, why not do it with some style? Besides, the stainless steel construction made the flux dispersal.
I'm going to refrain from
Look out!
saying every quote that I know from the movie.
Doc?
Huh, that's peculiar.
Where's the car, Doc?
It should have caught up with us 27 seconds ago.
Doc, what happened to Einstein?
I remember when
No
I,
need for concern. It's probably just a minor miscalibration of the time circuits. Marty, could you get my notebook? It should be in the toolbox.
I remember when I first did this in the demo, and I thought, like, holy crap, it's like a total, let's see.
No time to talk now, Marty. Go to the toolbox and get that notebook.
Maybe I shouldn't have put these help hints. I figured they'd be like simple things or like the new goal stuff. Let's see what he says about this.
What's in the box?
Don't touch that. It's plutonium.
But, plutonium?
How do you think I generated
21
1.21 gigawatts of power?
What the hell's a gigawatt? Okay. I will try not to do that. Oops, didn't mean to do that. I'll try not to do that all the time,
Notebook.
but I may not be able to
Got
help
it.
it.
Flux capacitor?
That's it.
What the heck's a flux capacitor?
My latest invention. The thing that makes time travel possible. In this notebook, I detail the nearly 3 decades of scientific breakthroughs necessary to build a working time machine. If it ever fell into the wrong hands, the consequences could be catastrophic. Let's see. It's Mass equals I times Z, and E equals the square root of Z times C squared. And the flux dispersal rate is inversely proportional to the fourth root of N. Carry the 9, then.
Doc, shouldn't we get out of here before the Libyans show up?
See, what I was supposed to kind of choose there, what made the most sense was this isn't the way it happened, because this isn't
Doc?
what happened in the first film. It was super successful and happy. Twin Pines Mall.
Great Scott!
I forgot they put that little reference
Doc,
in.
what is it?
No.
I've made a horrible mistake.
Doc! No!
I'm sorry, Marty.
Doc, come back! Doc!
Okay, they didn't show it again, but I was gonna point out that the store was
Doc!
said JP Penney's because they were in front of a JC Penney's. Also, that poster, weird
Marty,
science.
is everything okay?
Love that movie.
Yeah, Mom, it was just a nightmare. I was in the past, and Doc was there.
Also, yes, for anyone who
Well, you're safe and sound now. Back in good old 1986. But you'd better get up. Your father's waiting for you.
Huh?
Weren't you going to meet him over at Doc's?
Holy crap, I'm late!
I'm late for school. Okay, so for anyone who somehow doesn't know this, the Back to the Future games, or this game, takes place, it's basically the fourth film. It takes place after the trilogy, and it keeps the story going, and here we are with episode 1, It's About Time. So, I'm excited to get into this. I played through this part during the demo as well, but it of course stopped at like the super epic part, so I'm gonna play around in here. Just like with The Walking Dead, for anyone who's played that and hasn't played this, Telltale's did the exact same stuff where you can get, kind of like how I just played through sort of the dream sequence. Same sort of thing. You can, choose your options. You get different dialogue out of that. You make your character say different stuff. It can make other characters say different things. As far as the dream sequence, though, because the very first option, I did all 3 of those while going through testing for quality and audio and everything. And Doc still says the same thing about he didn't disintegrate anything. So there are a couple lines in here, I think some are probably the same no matter what you say. And it could have been because that was actually the dream sequence. So it was just like, well, that's why it was like that. And they also kept those
Dad, are we too late to stop
statements
the
for the
sale?
Better late than never.
The references to the movie.
You wouldn't believe how much rare stuff there is back here.
That's Doc stuff. The city has no right
Now,
to.
son, I know you're upset, but your friend's been gone for months, and the city really seems hell-bent on using his land for that new parking garage. And, hey, is that a first edition Jules Verne?
It's just not fair. But at least things can't get any worse.
Hey, Marty!
Hi, Biff.
I don't know if I can actually
Come to
sing
see
that.
if the old crackpot had any buried treasure?
Nah, I guess I'm just remembering.
Flag items around the lab to make sure Doc didn't leave anything dangerous lying around. I got question marks and freaking clock. Get all this stuff out of here. So of course we're just
Does
gonna
nature
look
contrive
at everything.
so that even with a time machine, you can intervene to prevent your own conception, for example?
Been there, done that.
I miss Einstein.
Ooh, can I turn the dog feeder on? I can't. Some stuff I can't remember from the demo.
Hey, let me...
Now, Biff, leave Marty alone. This is a very emotional time for him.
Oh, sure.
No thing. Mr.
Sorry, Marty.
Mr. McFly. And he just got one punch and it just destroyed his life. As much as I think it's such a great invention, honestly, every time I see that when I watch the movie again, I just think it looks so gross because it's like that sloppy dog food and it's nasty. Still a cool invention. It was still just clocks come on. Simple. I'm gonna make sure I get rid of that because I don't want that just in a big freaking square there the whole time. Although I guess I'm covering up the exclamation point that you guys can't see, but it looks like the question mark, but it's an exclamation point. So there you go.
Let's make some noise.
This is like the only memory I have from the very first. Maybe it's not the very first time, but I think it was the very first time I ever saw Back to the Future. My only real memory is...
It took me forever to repair this thing after I blew it out last time, and now some jerk's gonna pick it up for pennies.
Oh, so that's it.
It took me forever to repair these.
You can skip through the dialogue, which is pretty cool. Oh my god, I'm definitely getting rid of these exclamation points. It takes up some of the, takes up a lot of the space and stuff. Text, pop-up goals, get rid of that crap. And yet it's still there. Great.
Hey, Dad. Who's running this sale anyway?
Oh, that'd be me, son.
You? Why?
Well, once it became apparent that the bank was going through with the sale, I volunteered to oversee it in order to make sure that Doc's stuff would be treated with a modicum of respect. Isn't that right, Biff?
You got it, Mr. McFly.
What's Biff doing here? He wasn't a friend of Doc's.
It's a public sale, Marty. Everyone's allowed. Even Biff.
There's no reason to really say that. I'm probably gonna say stuff I would normally say. Minus
Do you think
stuff that
dreams
obviously
can
didn't happen to me because I'm
predict
not
the
in the
future?
game.
Well, you know I don't go in for that mystical stuff, but I do think they can reflect how you're feeling about the future.
Says the guy who
What
wrote.
did you dream?
Oh, just weird stuff about Doc.
Well, that's understandable, don't you think?
I guess, but I feel like it was telling me something. I'm telling you, this sale is a joke. Doc's only been gone for a few months, and I happen to know.
Yes, you've told us he's not dead. He's on a trip. Let's say you're right. Have you considered that this trip may not have been entirely voluntary? I hate to say it, but Doc's run up some pretty sizable debts around town. Maybe he's just hiding from his creditors.
You got Doc wrong. Sure, maybe he's not so good with money. That's just because his mind's always on bigger
He's got
things.
money from so many
But he's
times.
still a straight-up guy.
Can't keep it
He'd
all
never
straight.
run away from his problems.
Well, you know him better than I do, son, but the bank is within its rights to sell off his stuff. Maybe you should try to find some things to remember him by before Biff grabs them all.
Yeah, I don't want to say that. I don't want to get into an
I'll
argument.
keep looking around. Thanks, Dad.
Say something randomly mean just because he helped me with Biff. I'm pretty sure I did that in the trailer, or in the demo, and I wasn't too happy with myself after I did it. What's he doing over there?
Doc built this model at downtown Hill Valley way back in 1955. The clock tower in the courthouse even works. What the? Is that Doc's notebook in there?
Hey, that looks just like the courthouse. You gotta hand it to the old coot. He was good with his hands.
Biff. Can I see that a minute?
Discharge.
This would look great in my fish tank. Give the old carp something new to nibble on.
Isn't that like wood?
Can I see that model courthouse for just a second? I need to get something out of it.
Like what? A not guilty verdict?
That was actually really good.
That was a joke.
Oh, but really, can I?
Nah, I think I'll hold on to it.
Give it here, Biff.
Well, well,
Let's
look
use the
at what we
runoff.
have here.
Jeez.
Looks like plans for something. What's a flux catheter?
It's none of your business. Doc asked me to...
Brown's worm food, kid. But this looks like it might be worth something. Ha!
For anyone who has no idea what a catheter is, a catheter goes into someone's urethra for it's a medical thing. Urethra is your pee hole. I'm sorry if you just didn't know that, but that was funny. It's a
Doc
flux
must have whipped
catheter.
up some crazy compounds in that cauldron. It smells like beef stew.
Also,
Hope that wasn't poison gas or anything.
and we're all dead. I didn't mention this, but
Feels like that was
I
a
do
lifetime
really
ago.
love the voice actor that they
Actually,
got.
I guess it
to
was.
to do him, because obviously it's not Michael J. Fox, for anyone who didn't know. I can't remember the name of the guy,
Hey, let me try, Marty.
but he does some great
Now,
impressions.
Biff,
He's really good at a lot
let
of different
Marty have his
impressions.
turn.
You got it, Mr. McFly.
And I think it's Jagged just said Adidas. But he's not played by Michael J. Fox, but Doc is actually played by Christopher Lloyd. And Michael J. Fox does make an appearance. I won't say which episode, but he's in here somewhere. So
Hey, Biff.
it's the only thing he'd understand.
I'll pay you for it.
How much? Not enough.
Crap, I do not remember the right choice for this.
I
at
only want
all.
that notebook because, well, I'm sentimental. It's like a piece of Doc.
Doc's dead.
Yeah.
Time to get over it and move on.
Adidas.
It's just a notebook with Doc's scribblings. What did Doc ever accomplish?
Nothing.
Then it's worthless, right?
If it was really worthless, you wouldn't want it so bad.
I don't think the understand thing would be good to
I
say.
just can't let you keep that notebook. It's
I have,
dangerous.
like, literally every
What, is it
wrong
set to
option.
explode or something?
Well, in a way.
I'll take my chances.
Yeah.
That notebook wouldn't mean anything to you. You wouldn't even understand what's in it.
You calling me ignorant?
Yeah, see? I just don't
I'll pay you for it.
remember.
How much?
Not
Not enough.
I just want to hear him do that again.
Never mind.
There was like...
Enough of...
Now, Biff.
Sorry, Marty.
There was something about that. There was like something I do, if I remember right, and it just...
Hey, Dad, why's my guitar got a price tag on it?
Sorry, son. Must have been an overzealous clerk. Just pick it up. I'll iron things out with the bank.
Looks like I'm looking. I wish it was telling me what to do with, oh, I can go through items using the, button. Oh, fish tank. What's that at? Oh.
A fish tank? I never knew Doc raised fish. Doc's fish had weird taste in decor. I kind of like Doc.
Be great if it gave me, button layouts for, there we are. Although that's not what I was looking for. I'm just gonna have to flat out switch because it's not. Now that you've opened your inventory, you can highlight items by clicking on the next or previous items button. So apparently no option is the right option.
Here's an oldie.
A goodie.
What a goodie. 1, 2, 3.
Just destroy
Hey,
us
look,
all.
it's Chuck Butthead. Let me show you how it's
There we
done.
go.
Now, Biff. I think that's Marty's guitar.
Oh, gosh. You're right, Mr. McFly. Here you go, Marty. Let's hear a few licks.
Bow.
Man, you kids have ruined rock and roll.
So
And now, something your kids are really gonna like.
Thanks for warming them up for me, butthead.
I do like that the dialogue at least somewhat
Biff,
changes.
I thought I told you not to
think
take my
that's kinda
son's
cool.
guitar.
Even that
right.
should have blown us
Sure
away.
thing,
That
Mr.
tiny
McFly.
itty bitty strum he
I
just
was
did.
just warming them
should've
up
just
for you,
sent us
Marty.
flying.
Let's see what you got.
But he just did the strum, so it's not. It's not this loud anyway. Because obviously, if you haven't seen the film, that sends him
Man, you kids have
Just-
ruined rock and roll.
flying. Like he strums the guitar, He lands about past where you can even see in the room. He sends him flying into like a bookcase and stuff. Let's check this out.
Looks like a hand crank lightning rod, or maybe a lightning powered pencil sharpener.
Both are pretty cool.
Hey, Biff. Never mind.
I just can't remember what to do. See if there's anything
Seems
else.
kind of empty without the courthouse.
Okay, so see if there's anything new with him.
Hey, Dad. That notebook is Doc's legacy. I've got an obligation to protect it.
Now, hold on a minute. Didn't you just get done telling me Doc's still around? Off traveling somewhere?
Yeah?
Oh, yeah.
Then how is it your obligation to protect his legacy? You can't have it both ways, Marty. If Doc's alive, he can protect his own legacy.
I feel like this won't lead to anything good. But
About Biff. Dad, I know you're trying to help.
He talks a big game, son, but he's not so tough. I've been dealing with him a long time.
Me too.
Believe me, I can handle him.
So can I.
I guess you can. Okay, son, I'll stay out of your way, but you know where to find me. Problem? Biff?
He's got this thing, see, and I really need to get it back.
If he stole something from you...
No, it's one of Doc's notebooks. Yeah, he found it first, but
shouldn't have said that.
Well, then
I would've
I'm
been
not
like,
sure what to tell you. I guess you'll just have to appeal to his better angels or something.
Yeah.
or something.
Okay, so
I'll keep looking around. Thanks, Dad.
okay, I think that was it. It was do this.
You want to hear a number by Biff and the Biff Tones? Always happy to play for my adoring fans.
Yep, there it is.
Now watch me blow the lid off this joint.
Whatever you say.
It would have been cool if they added the reflection in.
Rock on, Biff.
Oh, shit.
Bulletproof vest.
Doc, where are you?
Now this is where I end up having a million different questions. Because this is where the demo ends. And it's like, why is it the DeLorean? Also, it's the Back to the Future 2 DeLorean. So it's just like, why? Why is it, you know, Mr. Fusion and the future license plate? Why is it the DeLorean? Why isn't it the original DeLorean or the third DeLorean? Well, maybe not the third. It shouldn't be any, because the obviously time travel stuff, so there are multiple DeLoreans, but why would it be the train? You know, like he left in a train. So I got so many questions. I'm really excited now. I got super choppy for a second. Cold.
Einstein! Where do you come from,
end it
boy?
soon, too.
Didn't you bring Doc with you?
I wish I had my model DeLoreans with me. Shield eyes from light. Time circuit switch. Shoe. Keyboard. Alright, let's see what we got.
Marty? Marty, if you're hearing this recording, then the DeLorean's automatic retrieval feature is a resounding success.
Sweet.
Automatic retrieval?
In case of my failure to return to the DeLorean within an allotted time, I programmed the time machine to jump to these four-dimensional coordinates without me. As you are well aware, time travel is an inherently risky activity, and despite my elaborate precautions, there's always a possibility that I could land in trouble sometime. And that sometime is now, or then, or
whenever.
maybe later.
He's in trouble.
Marty, you come to my rescue in the past, or was it the future? Anyway, I'm relying on you to do it again. Please take the DeLorean back, or forward,
Wherever.
to whenever it is I'm stuck in time. When you get there, I'm sure you'll figure out what to do.
That's it? Aren't you gonna tell me when that is?
Just go to the date specified on the time circuit readout under
Silly
the heading
Marty.
marked Last Time Departed. Good luck.
Right. Last time departed. Oh, jeez.
Great.
Come on. Crap!
Well, that's
Oh,
why I
great.
needed to fix
How am I
that
supposed
thing
to
before
find
the
him
third
now?
movie. Alright, there's a shoe.
Okay, Doc, I know I haven't seen you in a few months, but I'm pretty sure this isn't your shoe.
What do we got? Well, I can't do that. Probably shouldn't do that either.
Looks like the time circuits still work. Now I only need to know when to look for Doc.
So there's nothing else. Up here we are.
I can use those to enter a date into the time circuits. Once I know when to look for Doc.
Maybe it's on Einstein. Seriously, his animation just makes me think of like the Jetsons or something. Totally.
What kind of
walked right
trouble
through
is
him, too.
Doc in, Einie?
Thanks. Now I gotta figure out what time to go. That wouldn't make any sense. Cause I'm like 1646. That would be like so weird. It wouldn't make any sense. Or it would, because it's time travel and it's all meant to be, or merely a coincidence. All right, there's something. There's something I'm missing. So time circuits. That's like a keyboard.
I can use those to enter a date into...
Keyboard, time circuit display. Oh wait. Duh.
Nah.
Okay, that's not what I thought was gonna happen. I thought I'd look at the shoe. Oh, there it is. There it is. Okay.
This time-traveling shoe is my only clue to finding Doc.
That's just a funny sentence to me. I don't think this effing work. Don't really see how I can use the item.
This time-traveling shoe is my only clue to finding Doc.
It's the book from my dream.
This notebook has all of Doc's plans for the flux capacitor and the DeLorean. I'd better make sure it never falls into the wrong hands. And by wrong hands, I mostly mean
yeah.
Biff.
Marty?
Ah!
Marty?
Ah!
So that's just funny to me. What?
I don't think so.
This is really weird that I have to do it this way. Because it seems like kick him right in the butt. Okay. And I can.
What do you know about this shoe, Einie? Great Scott! I think he's onto something.
Maybe it'll lead us to Clara. Because that was something I really was curious about too. Because it's like, well, it's not. It's the DeLorean and not the train. It's, Marty and Doc, but, Doc got married. He met Clara Clayton in the third movie. They had two
Okay,
kids.
now we're
Jules
getting
and Vern,
somewhere.
'cause he loves Jules Verne. That's why he had a first edition.
How's this supposed to lead me to Doc, Einie?
Interesting. And unfortunately, I have to end it here, though. So I will save the game. Thank you guys for joining me for this episode. I'm really excited to I'm really excited to get things going. But thanks for joining me. If you guys have any comments, please put them down in the comment section below, and please join me in the next part.